Hello, everybody. Welcome to Masterpiece Show. Tonight, as always, we're going to have a very, very special guest in our show. It's my pleasure to introduce one of the most talented and inspirational professors, Luis Villagómez. Luis, welcome to Masterpiece Show.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me to your online show. I'm very happy to be here with you.
Thank you so much, Luis, for accepting this invitation. Well, before we start with this awesome interview, let me send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show around the world. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Europe, in the Netherlands, Scotland, England, Italy, Austria, and Spain. Thank you so much for your support and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Japan, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, and China. Thank you so much for your messages and thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. We want to send a special greetings to all people who are watching this show in Canada, the USA, Mexico, Panama, Trinidad and Tobago, Colombia, Peru, Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil, and of course here in Ecuador. Thank you so much for your support and for your kind messages. We really appreciate it. Well, before we start with our interview, let's welcome our sponsors. Well, let's welcome ClassPro. Remember that ClassPro offers you different types of services, such as advisory for educational and social projects. ClassPro offers you training for standardized tests, such as KET, PET, FCE, and TOEFL. ClassPro also offers you document translations from English to Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and German. And also, ClassPro offers you academic consulting. If you need help for your thesis development, English language learning, linguistics, and applied linguistics, ClassPro is the best option for you. Remember that ClassPro is located in Quito at Centro Comercial Artesanal on the first floor, corridor number 1, store 105. If you want to talk to the CEO of ClassPro, Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado, you can contact him. There you are, his cell phone number, and also remember that ClassPro is offering the best of the services for your educational and social projects. Let's welcome Gelwar. Remember that Gelwar is one of the most innovative projects developed by Yachi Tech students. Gelwar was participated in one of the most important competition, Whole Prize, and they become one of the winning teams. And thanks to this, now Gelwar is offering this eco-friendly product. Yes, Gelwar is offering you these eco-friendly diapers. So thank you so much, Gelwar, for being part of our sponsors. And remember, if you need more information about Gelwar, you can get information on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also on Twitter. And if you want to buy this eco-friendly product, you can do it at www.gelwar.net. Gelwar, the best eco-friendly diapers for you. Let's welcome Yanapana Project. Remember that Yanapana Project is a nice project developed by GAR students. And Yanapana Project offers you online Spanish and also English tutorials, document translations, academic consulting, and now they are offering this new service, the chat rooms. If you are interested in developing your English skills, especially speaking, now you can do it through this new service, the chat rooms. And the price of this new service is very, very reasonable for you. If you need more information about this awesome project, you can get it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember that Yanapana Project is recruiting volunteers. If you want to be part of this awesome project, you can get more information at www.yanapanaproject.org. And as I told you at the beginning of this show, tonight we are going to have the chance to talk to this inspirational professor, Luis Villagómez. Luis is an English language instructor, and he is a former Go Teacher Program scholarship recipient who had the chance to study in the USA. Tonight, we are going to talk to him about his experience as an English instructor and also his experience as an international student at one of the most prestigious universities in the world. Once again, Luis, welcome and let's get started. Okay, Luis, can you tell us a little bit more about your academic background, please?
Yes, of course. Well, actually, the first time I studied abroad was in England. I had the opportunity of traveling to a city called Bournemouth, very close to London, in 2007. So that was the first time I studied abroad. But that was not a scholarship. That was just a course that I took in 2007, many years ago. I had the opportunity to meet some friends in Scotland. So if they are watching right now this TV show, I send my greetings to Patty and Martin Walsh in Scotland. Some friends I have in that beautiful country.
We are completely sure that they will watch this show because let me tell you something, we have a good audience over there. We have some Yachitek students, some GAR students who will watch this recorded interview. So I am completely sure that they will.
Yes, I heard the introduction, and I now I know there are so many people watching this TV show, many people around the world from different countries.
Hmm. Yes, yes. Well, so it's really nice that you had a chance to study in Europe. What about this experience? Because well, of course, you had the chance to study in the US as well. So from your point of view, how different is it to study in Europe, and how different is it to study in North America?
Okay, good. The first thing which is different, obviously, is the accent. Uh, People in England have a different accent to the way people in United States speak. So the first time I arrived to that country, I had some problems to understand the way people speak because I was not used to that accent. But then in 1 or 2 months, I got the way they speak. I became into part of that country for about 6 months. Yes, and mm, in England that was just an English course because, as I told you previously, that was the first time I studied abroad, and that was not so demanding academically. That was just an English language course. But then in 2012, I got the opportunity to um, to get the scholarship to study at the University of Mississippi, and that was more academically demanding because that was I was studying to get the TESOL certificate, the teaching English as a second language certificate. So that was very important for me, and that was a very beautiful experience. In England, I was not part of a university, indeed, but in United States, I had the opportunity to be part of the University of Mississippi. Uh, then in 2015, I continue trying to get more opportunities. Um, and I knew that the Go Teacher program had this second part to in order to obtain a master's degree. And I got the 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 scholarship to study at Kansas State University. That was also a wonderful experience um, with some other classmates from Ecuador uh, during a year, and that's something I will always remember. That was also a very very beautiful experience uh, for me.
Well, yes, I imagine that it was a great experience to study abroad and study at one of the most prestigious universities, Kansas State University, and also Europe. Wow, that is very very interesting. Thank you so much for sharing that. And now we would like to know a little bit more about your time as a scholar at Kansas State University. I think our production assistant found a really nice picture from you. Okay, is it ready? Okay, let me see. Okay, there you are. So there you are. This is a really nice picture that our production assistant found. And we would like to know a little bit more about that. Some people think that probably studying abroad is completely challenging. What about your experience studying at Kansas State University, Luis?
Yes, as I said previously, it was a wonderful experience, but it was absolutely demanding. Uh, there were nights I didn't sleep because I had to prepare a paperwork. Um, there is a lot of research in those universities. They also have a lot of resources. They have a big library where you can find information about different authors, and we had to read a lot. Sometimes I started to work in my research, and then I realized that it was a new day. It was morning again, so I heard the birds singing close to my window. So I in that time I remember I used to drink a lot of coffee to keep myself awake, but it was amazing. Yeah, the all the effort we did to obtain our goals and get our master's degree in that prestigious university, I think that that is something very important in our lives for all the people who had the opportunity to be part of that experience. Yeah.
Definitely, it was such a great experience for all of us. Yeah, well, it was a really amazing experience. Luis, we have here in our chat, we have some questions for you. The audience is sending you some questions, and the first question is, Luis, um, from your point of view, what was the most challenging subject the time where you studied there? I suppose in Kansas.
Oh well, action research with Dr. Murphy. So it was really challenging, and we had to read and read, and sometimes use our memory, uh, because there was a lot of information, and and sometimes I thought I was going to drive myself crazy. But yes, for me that was one of the most difficult subjects in
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for your answer. Okay, and we have another question. How challenging is it for an Ecuadorian student to study in the US?
well, I think I was lucky because first, um, I I did the TESOL certificate course, so I discovered the way people have to study in that country. We got a very professional teacher called Dr. Warhol, and she asked us to read a lot. And in that first experience in 2012, I didn't know how to write academically. It's different to write I don't know, a letter, or write in a communicative way. It's completely different to write an academic paperwork. So I learned uh, first at the University of Mississippi how to do that, and then when I got the next scholarship, that was not something new for me. But I know there are other students who who just went to the university to get their master's degree. So I think that would be more difficult for an Ecuadorian student who travels abroad to study for first time.
Very good. Thank you so much for your answer. And well, we have another question for you. Okay, let me see. Sorry. Okay, Luis, we have the following question. Luis, which do you prefer? Virtual classes or face-to-face classes? That is one of the
Oh,
questions that one of our fans is asking.
oh well, it's a difficult question. The truth is that when we work online, we have
Mhm.
a lot of resources. We got internet connection, which is not always present in our classrooms. So, but on the other hand, it's not the same uh, to interact with the students virtually that face to face. Is it is something completely different. I think there are pros and cons in both sides of the coin, but I prefer face to face classes. Yeah, I would
Mhm.
say so. Yeah.
Yeah, well, our fan is telling us that he also prefers face-to-face classes, definitely. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for your questions. And well, before we continue with our next section, we want to send a special greetings to people who are watching the show right now. Thank you so much, Lorena Caiza. Thank you so much for watching Masterpiece Show. Thank you so much, Joao Leandro Lopez. Thank you so much. Patty Carwell, thank you so much. Fernando, for watching the show right now. Thank you so much for your support. And well, now, Luis, we have some pictures and we are going to ask you some questions related to these pictures, okay? But before we continue, Joao Leandro Lopez is asking some questions for, yeah, he has a question for you. Hi, Luis, can you give us a study tip now that we are in midterms? Okay, yeah, yeah, probably they are going to take the midterm exams. So, what could be like a study tip to get
A
good
study tip.
scores? Mhm.
Well, I would recommend to check your notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, check your notes. and compare with the information provided by your teacher. But sometimes when the teacher is speaking in the classroom, they mention some key points and we take notes. So I recommend that. Check your notes.
Excellent. Yes, so that is why it is very important to take notes when a teacher asks you to do that. Okay, very good. Thank you so much for your answer. Okay, so now, yes, we have the following pictures for you, Luis. And the first question is, Luis, why is this picture very special for you?
Well, I love animals. This is my second pet. His name is Filippo, and they show 100% love all the time. They are not like human people. They are completely different. They are very honest. He's very happy when I arrive home. He he becomes very sad when I leave. So I think that's something it's very difficult to find in people. That's why that also reminds me Christmas time because it was very close to Christmas in the last year. So that's why I really like that picture. I like that picture so much.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, Lorena is asking something. Let me see. Hi, Luis. Some tip to memorize vocabulary. Well, Lorena is asking this to you. Do you have any tip
Good.
to learn, to practice, to memorize, to memorize vocabulary in this case? What could be a tip for her, Luis?
Well, I will tell you what I do to to
Mhm.
remember a new word. What I do is first um, calm, uh, um, try to reduce stress because sometimes we are surrounded by noise or people talking. And if I want to learn a new word, what I do is try to focus on that word and uh, think think on that word and the image at the same time, but trying to forget about the noise which is around you. So that's why I recommend to students to study in a quiet place because some people try to study listening to music, some people try to study watching television, or there are people who are members of the family always around the students. But I think that's not the right way to memorize or to study something which you consider is really important for you. So if I want to memorize or if I want to learn something new, I need to forget about the noise around. If there is noise or if there are people around me, I try to calm myself and think about what I want to memorize for at least 10 to 20 seconds. So that's what I do if I want to memorize something. I hope it works for you.
Yes, yes, yes. It is very useful. Thank you for your tip, Luis. Okay, thank you so
You're
much,
welcome.
Lorena, for your question as well. Okay, so now let's continue with our next picture. And our next question is, Luis, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you see this picture?
Oh, the library. The first thing that comes to my mind it's the snow. I don't know why, but it was something that I'm from Guayaquil. I'm from Guayaquil, and the weather here is very warm, very hot. So it was something that I will always remember how cold the weather was in winter. But I also remember the word the place where the place inside. because I remember some students who slept in the library, and that was was something that surprised me because I don't think Ecuadorian students can sleep in a library. I think first it's not allowed in for example, if a student wants to sleep the library at the of the city here in Guayaquil,
Mhm.
so that will not be allowed. But there is there is a lot of freedom. There is a lot of freedom. That's the word. Yes, there is a freedom we don't have. We don't. They live in a different. Of course, it's normal and natural. No? We got different cultures, different countries. But something that surprised me was that students
Mhm.
sleeping in the library.
Mhm.
Yes, so that's something that comes to my mind when I watch that image also.
Very good. Well, Luis, let me tell you something. There is a university here in Ecuador which is open the 24 hours, and that is Yache Tech. Yes.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
by the
Chaitec.
way, we want to send special greetings to all our Yache Tech students who are watching this show. And let me tell you something, Luis. Well, I got impressed the first time when I had to attend a meeting at night, and it was almost 12, and I remember that I saw many Yachetec students studying at that time. And I think I left university at around 2 a.m. and they continue studying there. Oh my God. So that is why when I see this picture, the library at Kansas State University, wow, I can say that, well, it's Yachay Tech is similar to Kansas State University. The students are all the time there studying very hard, and the library it's open 24 hours except during holidays. But wow, it's very. I got surprised the first time when I saw Yachay Tech students studying at that
Yeah.
time. So by the way, special
Congratulations
greetings to
to all.
all of you guys. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes.
Congratulations
Well,
to all the
let's continue
students
now.
of Yachai.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
prestigious
Well, thank
university.
you. Thank you so much. Yeah, and now our students are studying their master's degree and also their PhD program at the most prestigious universities around the world. So that is why we want to send a special greetings to all of them again, because they are studying in Europe mainly, in Austria, yes, Italy, Spain, Scotland, England. Wow. Architect students, China, yes, South
Awesome.
Korea, Japan. Well, we want to send a special greetings to all of you guys. Thank you so much for supporting this show. Okay, dear Luis, now we have something like a icebreaker. Yes, so it's time to play. Okay, so let's begin with our first game. Okay, Luis, there you are. There you are, nine cards. Okay, you are going to choose three cards in total, and I am going to give you some clues. The idea of this game is to unhide and reveal the hidden picture with the clues that I am going to give you. Okay, so let's begin. Luis, can you choose the first card, please?
Number five.
Number five. Okay. And the first clue is this is one of the most famous scientists in history. Mm. Any idea, Luis?
Charles Darwin.
Yes, that's correct. Very good. Charles Darwin.
Awesome.
Yes. Okay, Charles Darwin. There you are. Yes,
I got a
Charles
prize.
Darwin is one of the most famous scientists in history. He was born and he died in the United Kingdom, and he developed the theory of evolution. Very good. You did it very well. Thank you so much. You did it at the first try. Excellent. Very good. Okay, before we continue, I think we have a question for Luis. And Steven Gonzalez says, "Hi Luis, what recommendation do you give me to lose the fear of speaking English?"
Mm, very good question.
Uh-huh, that is a good question.
Mm, well, to lose fear of speaking English, I would recommend practice alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If you are a shy person or if you're a very shy person, what I would recommend is sometimes I speak to myself alone. That's why my mom says I'm crazy. I
Well,
speak
let
in
me tell you,
Spanish.
Let me tell you something. You are not the only one. I do
Yeah, I
too.
know. Yeah, so that's my recommendation. Try to speak alone in your bedroom. Try to speak to yourself in English. And then when you feel more confident, you can interact with someone else, with your friends or your classmates. Yeah, but that's what I would recommend.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your recommendation, Luis. Perfect. Okay, and thank you so much, Steven Gonzalez, for your question. Okay, so now it's time to play our second game. Okay, so let's see. Well, Luis, as you can see, there you are. Some sections. Well, we have a wheel divided into several sections. Each section contains two options. I am going to spin the wheel and I am going to ask you some questions. Okay, you can choose only one option, or maybe you can answer the question and you can say both or neither, and you have to tell us why. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Luis. Our first question is, Luis, which do you prefer, reading or writing?
Reading or writing? I like writing also, but I would like to have more time to read more.
Mm-hmm.
But if I have to make a decision, I prefer reading. I
Mm-hmm.
prefer reading.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Let's continue. Okay, and our next question is, Luis, which do you prefer, singing or dancing?
Singing, definitely singing.
Mhm. So, what kind of music do you like to sing, Luis?
Ac- do you know? Actually, I'm also a musician.
Oh, wow, great. We didn't
Believe it
know
or
that.
not, yes.
Okay, now we
Um,
know.
it's just like a hobby.
Mhm.
I have two more friends who are musicians too, and we play on Sundays. Every Sundays we play different kinds of music. I studied music since I was 7 years old.
Oh, wow.
I'm not a professional musician, but I can play the piano and I also can play guitar. And I like singing too, in English and in Spanish. Yes.
Great, 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 great. Well, yeah, as I told you before, he's very talented. Yes, 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 yes.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, Luis. Let's continue with our next question. Okay, Luis, which pets do you prefer, dogs or
uh,
cats?
Dogs, definitely.
Definitely.
Yes.
Well, I imagine because you showed a nice picture before with your dog. Yes, yes.
I like
Uh,
cats also, but I prefer dogs.
okay. Do you have cats? Maybe.
In the past, yeah,
Ah,
I
okay.
had several cats. They are nice too, but I prefer dogs.
Okay. Perfect. Let's go on. Okay. And our next question is, okay, Luis, which season do you prefer the most, winter or summer?
It depends on the country. I like
Mhm.
winter in here in the city where where I'm from, the winter in Guayaquil it's just raining. It's just
Mhm.
rain. But I don't like snow. But I prefer winter, a
Mhm.
rainy winter. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's go on. Okay, Luis, our next question is, which sport do you prefer the most? Soccer or chess?
Oh, I'm not a good sport player. I'm not a good sport player. I used to play chess in the past. I
Mhm.
like watching soccer games
Mhm.
when my favorite team plays or the Ecuadorian team plays. But um, I to play, I
Mhm.
prefer chess. Chess.
Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Very good. Excellent. And let's see which is the last question from the Curious Will. And our last question is, all right, Luis, which means of transport do you prefer the most? A car or a bike?
Well, it's a difficult question. I like I like the bike,
Mhm.
I think when I have to move faster, so definitely I will pick the car.
Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Very good. Okay, now it's time to play our last game. Okay, well, as you can see, there you are, 15 cards. You are going to choose 5 cards in total, and we are going to ask you some questions. Okay, here we are going to know a little bit more about the things that you like or the things that you love. Okay, so let's begin. Can you choose the first card, please?
7.
Number 7, and the question is, okay, what's your favorite color and why?
My favorite color is green
Mm-hmm.
because I like the forest. And
Mm-hmm.
when it rains during the winter, the nature becomes greener. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I like when I travel to the beach. So
Mm-hmm.
everything is green, and I like that. I like that color.
Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Very good. Okay, let's continue now with the second card.
Number 9.
Number 9. And the question is, what's your favorite season? But actually, I think he already answered this. Or do you have
Yes.
any other? Yes? Okay, so let's change it. Let's change it.
Winter. Okay,
Yeah,
we can change. It's okay.
yeah, yeah. Let's change it. Okay, let's continue with your second card, please.
8.
Number 8. And the question is, what's your favorite kind of music?
Oh, that's also a difficult question. I like several kinds of music. I prefer electronical pop.
Okay, that sounds
Yes.
interesting. Electronical pop. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's continue with your third card, please.
Number 2.
Number 2. And the question is, what was your favorite subject at primary school?
My favorite subject was science. Yes.
Mhm.
Actually, I have my science teacher in my Facebook. I hope he's
Okay,
watching this
okay.
because nowadays we are friends. Mr. Chero, greetings to
Mhm.
my school teacher, my science school teacher. But that was one of my favorite subjects, science. Really interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is. Very good.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, let's continue with your fourth card, please.
Number 12.
Number 12. And the question is, what's your favorite food?
Noodles or spaghetti. It depends, Italian or
Uh-huh.
Chinese. But I like spaghetti and noodles. For me, it's the same, but it depends. Yes,
Yeah.
I like yes Chinese or Italian food. So noodles, spaghetti.
Okay, perfect. Very good. And let's see which is the last card.
15.
15. And the question is, what's your favorite app?
My favorite app, uh, I like Shazam
Mhm.
because when I don't know what song I'm listening to, I can use that app and discover who's the singer or what's the name of the band. So that's something I didn't have in the past. So I
Oh,
think
wow.
it's really a really good app to discover new musicians, new singers, new music.
Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, perfect. It sounds really interesting. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you so much for your answers. Okay, well, before we continue with our next section, we want to send a special greetings to people who are watching the show right now. Sebastian Santamaria, thank you so much, Sebastian, for watching Masterpiece Show. Catherine Mogrovejo, thank you so much, Catherine, for your messages. Fernando, the fan number one on Masterpiece Show, thank you so much. Another great English teacher, Walter San Pedro. Thank you so much, Walter, for watching Masterpiece Show. Lorena Caiza, thank you so much. Joao Lopez, Pari Carwa, thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. Okay, very good. So now it's time to ask you the last three questions. Okay, and here we go. Luis, our first question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Where do I see myself in 10 years? In 10
Mhm.
years, probably um, uh, probably living in another country. Probably
Mhm.
yes.
Okay. Well, great. Interesting. Okay, let's continue. Luis, our second question is, what country would you like to visit and why?
Um, a country which I would like to visit is Spain,
Mm-hmm.
specifically the city of Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
I have always been interested in Gaudí
Mm-hmm.
because the way the buildings designed by this guy have very strange forms. So that's something calling me to that city. I have never had the opportunity to see the city of Barcelona, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a place I would like to see. Yes,
Okay,
someday.
that's interesting. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, perfect. Luis, our last question is, if you could make only three wishes, what would they be and why?
Hmm, okay.
That
Wish number one: disappear corruption from Ecuador.
mm-hmm.
Wish number two: um, I would like to see Ecuador as the Ecuadorian soccer team as a champion of America Cup,
Okay.
soccer cup. Yes.
Mhm.
And my third wish, I don't know. I would like to see my favorite soccer team, Barcelona, as a
Mhm.
champion of Libertadores Soccer Cup. Yes, those are my three wishes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for your answers. Very good and very interesting. Interesting wishes. We can see that you love sports a lot. Okay, very
Watching,
good.
not playing. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Fanny Narvaez, for your message. All
Oh,
right, thank you so much.
my
She's
friend Fanny
another
from
great
Mississippi.
English teacher. Aha, yes, yes, yes.
Greetings, Fanny.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Well, so we are almost done. So now it's time to read all the messages that people sent us to our Facebook Live chat. And here we go. Well, Joao Leandro Lopez asked you the question. Yep, and you already answered this question. You gave him a tip. Thank you so much for your question, Joao. Very good. Lorena also asked you a question, and well, you already answered this question, Luis. So thank you so much, Lorena, for your question. Special greetings to Esteban Gonzalez. Thank you so much. We already answered this question. Thank you so much, Steven, for watching Masterpiece Show. Fernando says, incredible interview. Congratulations for all your projects. Good luck and never give up. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Fernando, for your messages. Okay, Alfredo Matabay says, congratulations. This interview is awesome. Thank you so much, Alfredo, for watching Masterpiece Show. Pari Carwa, many blessings for you, Luis. Keep on going. Excellent interview. Thank you so much, Pari,
Thank
for
you.
watching Masterpiece Show. Catherine Mogrovejo says, incredible interview. It motivates a lot. Success in your projects. Very good program. Thank you so much, Catherine, for watching Masterpiece Show. Well, Pari Carwa sent you a nice sticker. Well, during the live sessions, we cannot see it, but you can check it out in the comment section, Luis. Okay, thank you, Catherine, for your nice sticker as well. Thank you so much. Fanny says, hi, Luis. Nice to see you again. Thank you so
Nice
much,
to
Fanny.
see you too.
Thank you so much. And Patty Carwa says, congratulations, and Divisa Producciones. Keep on going. Hugs for you, Mauri. Excellent show. Thank you so much. Well, so we are done. So, sorry, I almost forget. And thank you so much to people who are watching the show right now. Fanny Narvaez, Sebastian Santamaria, Catherine Mogrovejo, Fernando, Walter San Pedro, Lorena Caiza, Joao Lopez, Pari Carwa. Fernando, thank you so much for being part of Masterpiece Show. Wow, thank you. Okay, so we are done. So, Luis, if you have a message to tell us, or if you want to send a special greetings to someone, now you can do it.
Greetings to my family, to my mom who's watching also this TV show, my friends, and thank you for inviting me to your amazing TV show. I had a very nice, very wonderful time here.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, well, before we close this interview, it's time to and thanks our sponsor. Okay, so are we ready? Our production assistant is a little bit distracted. Okay, thank you so much. Class Pro, remember that Class Pro offers you the best solutions for you for your educational and social projects. Remember that Class Pro offers you advisory for educational and social project, training for standardized tests, document translations, and academic consulting. Remember that Class Pro is located in Quito at Centro Comercial Artesanal on the first floor, corridor number 1, store 105. If you want to talk to the CEO of Class Pro, Master Pablo Mejia Maldonado, look, there you are, his cell phone number. Class Pro, the best solution for your educational and social projects. Thank you so much, Jaguar. Remember that Jaguar is one of the most innovative projects developed by Yachi Tech students. Jaguar represented Ecuador in this important competition, whole prize, and Jaguar became one of the winning teams. And thanks to this, now Jaguar is offering a very eco-friendly product. Yes, Jaguar is offering you eco-friendly diapers. Very good. Thank you so much. And remember, if you need more information about Jaguar, you can get it on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also on Twitter. And if you want to buy this eco-friendly product, you can do it at www.gelware.net. Gelware, the best eco-friendly diapers for you. Thank you so much, Yanapana. And remember that Yanapana offers you online Spanish and English tutorials, document translations, and also academic consulting. And now they are offering this new service, chat rooms, where you can develop your English skills, especially speaking skills. And the price of this new service is very, very reasonable for you. If you need more information about Yanapana project, remember that you can get it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And remember that Yanapana project is recruiting volunteers. If you are interested in becoming part of this awesome project, you can get more information at www.yanapanaproject.org. Once again, Luis, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing your inspirational story with all of us. And we hope to have you here in our show very, very soon. Well, we send you all the positive vibes for you, for your projects, for your family. Thank you so much for being here in our show, Luis.
Thank you.
Okay, well, he is Luis Villagómez, and definitely his profile is a masterpiece. Okay, so remember that we are going to have another very special guest next Thursday at 8:30. Thank you so much to all people who were watching Masterpiece Show, and thank you so much to all people who sent us some messages. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Luis. We will see you very soon. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Good night.